Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin. He's Garland. We know that's the championship belt. But as we do every Wednesday, it is not about the championship belt. This is about the discussion of Queen Sugar Season 6, Episode 8, All Those Brothers and Sisters. And this is the live version of it. We usually
We
do a
live.
recording, but we decided to go live. So if you want to watch us, if you want to comment, the comment box is right there. We'll be able to see you. Everyone can see you. So this is a live version. So if you ask us, hey, I watch the recording sometimes, and people are like, hey, is this live? Well, today it is live. This is the live discussion of Queen Sugar. How things going, Garland?
Good, man. We live. We live, y'all. Check this out. This
Yeah,
is
we
not
hope
a
y'all come
test.
on
Yeah.
and join us in the chat. But let's get started because we don't make these too long. We try to go
Right.
through these, and because we also got the other long ones. We try to go through these real quick. So let's get started on it. Hey
Let's do it.
man, so the show started off. We see Crenshaw is straight from LA back on the farmland, and just as always, talking about, hey, I can't I can't, Darla. I just can't. I just don't want to. Whatever, Crenshaw. Darla is always comforting, make him feel good, and he's sitting on the Landry's land because it ain't his no more. He's sitting
Right.
on the Landry's land. What do you think about Darla always comforting Ralph Angel?
Darla, when that baby is born, act like you're going to visit Blue in DC and never come back. 'Cause Ralph Angel, he ain't nothing but he bringing you down, girl. He bringing you down. Almond Brown, he bringing you down. All he doing is pow. Yo, you blew it, Ralph Angel. You had 5 seasons to get the farm right, and you couldn't do it. And now you didn't
Always
drag
waiting
your
for the crop.
right. You got your baby mama now. You got your wife. Your son gone to boarding school, but you still got too much pride to ask for help. I'm tired of Ralph Angel. Darla,
Hey,
act like you're going to visit Blue, and then when Ralph Angel be looking for you, you're like, change your cell phone number without even telling
I mean, honestly, we also know that Blue ain't even his real son anyway. But that's another story. I mean, they can make a clean break and it won't even be that big of a deal. But hey, that's another story. So we move on. We move on up. So
him.
Ralph Angel meets up with Charlie, and they meet up at the City Hall. And Charlie tells the farmers that, hey, we got the settlement, but we only got 40,000. You get 20,000 here and then 20,000 there. And some of the farmers seem to be upset, but again, Ralph Angel is sitting there with his mouth poked out. I don't know why I want to get some more money here. But Charlie gives him a little, hey, thanks to Ralph Angel, this and that, and then they go and again, comforting Ralph Angel. How you doing, Ralph? How you doing, Ra? Everything good? Why are we always comforting Ralph Angel? You talk about some F boys. Ralph Angel is listen, hey man, I don't know what it is about Ralph Angel, but they always comfort in it. And I don't feel sorry for him. Do you feel sorry for him at all?
I guess if we were to define F boys in the dictionary and they were pictures with it, it would be Lawrence from Insecure. It would be Carmelo representing the NBA. And it would be Ralph Angel representing Queen.
Listen, man, no, there will be no Carmelo slander because he's Lakers. No Lawrence slander because Team Lawrence all day on Insecure. But I am here for the Ralph Angel slander. I'm not gonna lie, Ralph Angel is awful. But anyway, let's jump over
Right.
to Micah X because Micah had his little art show, and then he was telling him, hey, we should band together. We could all band together. You know, the problem with black people is we never band together. We could start a revolution. You know, like Nat Turner and them did. We could. So Micah X is in there, you know, popping it off. But then the OG, the real old man, he he taking a look at Micah's little art gallery. And he like, they they really close right there. I mean, really, and listen, Micah, Ralph Angel, they all defended him. You know, Hollywood defended him. It don't matter. You know, Micah's little friends, it's all like, you know, when I went to Africa, you know, men were holding hands and hugging and showing love. What's
Right.
wrong with that? This and that. OG walked by him and was like, yeah, but this ain't Africa. Hey man, listen, I don't want to talk bad about him, but all I'm gonna say is when I saw the picture, he was kind of nestled all up in Ralph Angel's shoulder blade. Like it's one thing to give give brothers a hug, but he was kind of like he dug in there and he was nestled in. Like I'm surprised he ain't fall asleep on the man. What did you think of the picture, or did you have an opinion on the picture?
Bro, it was like he was smelling his aqua velva. I was like, what is going on right here with this picture? Like, do you smell his Jovan Musk with your nose all up in the cleft of his neck? What are you? What? I didn't know there was taking pictures like that. Y'all in a frat too? That's how y'all doing? Y'all ain't online. That's the only time your face should be up against your brother neck is y'all online, y'all pledging, and Big Brother Almighty is saying roll call. But outside of that, what y'all what you? And then the OG was like, this is brotherhood right here. Because a minute ago you was all like, beloved, what we had to do, beloved. You know, he was Micah Hotep. You know, what we need to do, beloved, is this. We need to bond together, buy cryptocurrency. We need to invest in the black community. We need to do this. And then all of a sudden you got the picture you laid up on homeboy neck like, I love you. Let me smell your neck. And yeah, Micah, I mean, Micah, yeah, Micah, I don't. Maybe you should have showed some pictures to another part of your crew before you decided to let's go ahead and post this with the ambiguously gay guy from campus.
Hey, Micah thought he was in a safe space and he could do that. And the thing is, you know, the whole time Micah was defending him, but we see that maybe Micah was not quite there because his friend used the term when he tried to, you know, say, hey, it's okay. And he used a term that I'd never heard before. I'd never heard anyone say virtue signaling, which obviously is showing that you care about something publicly, like social media, just to kind of get people on your side or kind of get people to
Sure.
like you. And you may not really care about it. I'd never heard that term. Do you think that's what Mike has been doing, virtue signaling?
I don't think so, but we have to understand that we do live in a world where we're influenced by people's perceptions and their thoughts. And so, although Micah may have been showing some of these signs of being supported to other segments of the community, he's in front of his uncle, he's in front of other family members, and the pressure of elders is different than the pressure of your peers. And so, we do have to, recognize that yeah, you can be supportive, but sometimes you feel uncomfortable in the situation. It was obvious that Micah felt uncomfortable. I did like the point that he raised that, hey, I have been here for you. I've been standing up for you. I've been embracing you. I just told you, that I appreciate your influence in my life, but I'm a human being, and sometimes I might not always hit the mark in terms of my support. It doesn't mean I don't support you. This means, maybe I need to take a pause and reassess and make sure that I'm correcting those things that might not be right.
Yeah, definitely agree. And we also got to remember, Mike is young,
Mhm.
and
Right.
they're young men talking, and the pressures that young men feel at different times.
Right.
It, like you said, he's always been there for him, and this might be the time that he slipped up. It's tough. You're always defending him, and even Micah said, like, I, I don't even really know if you're gay. And the guy's like, well, why does that matter? I don't have to let you know. And you
Right.
don't, but maybe to Micah, he feels like, if you would let me know, I'll know how to defend this. I'm kind of, just punching in the dark here, but I'm doing my best. But I guess this time was maybe just a little too much for Micah. He was feeling the pressure. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and let me
They'll
say
move
one more
forward.
thing about that. And that's a great point. He still has not confirmed if he's gay. Micah assumed that he was gay, and he doesn't need to confirm that or anything like that. And so I think that's the thing that Calvin, with our age of non-binary roles and accepting people not based on the sex that they were born in and all, it's all an ever-changing evolutionary thing that we all are trying to grow into. I even know in the workplace, the use of pronouns, she and her, and he and him. This is all new to not only an older generation, but a younger generation as well. And so I agree. Mike is young. These are young guys. He has to figure that out. And he's going to need space to maybe trip up every now and again. But I think, as he's shown throughout the season, he has a genuine care for his boy. This is his boy. He's already said, I accept him as is. And so, but let him deal with the internals that he's dealing
Yeah, and it's a good point about the pronouns because I even requested that we have pronoun training at my job because
with. Right.
we deal with a lot of people and you don't want to offend anyone. And it's difficult if you're not used to it. So you just you don't want to
Yeah.
offend anyone. But anyway, while he was at the real spot having his art gallery, his art show, we see Vi, and we know that Vi's been battling lupus, and it looks like she's having
Hmm.
an episode again. Of course, she got a little dizzy when Hollywood was there, and Hollywood didn't want to leave. Now he came back, and
Oh,
she had
God.
clearly passed out. Stop making fun of people. I can't believe, bro. Stop.
Oh.
Man, stop. But we saw that she had passed out, and Hollywood saw her, and she looks like she was regaining her consciousness, but she was definitely was something wrong with her, and she didn't want to go to the hospital. One thing, before I ask you the question about the show, one thing I just want to
Mhm.
tell people: if you're already watching, if you watch it later, if there's someone in your family or loved one or someone you care about, and they have an episode and they're coming out of an episode, do not let them talk you out of taking
Right.
them to the hospital
Right.
or calling an ambulance. Do not. The worst thing you could do is just let it go and hope it gets better. Give them some water and hope it gets better. Call that ambulance. Take them to the emergency room. Hell, take them to a patient's first if you have to,
Right.
but let
Right.
them get checked out because you
Right.
just never know.
Right.
But anyway, getting back to Vi, so clearly Vi's battling lupus, and everyone comes to see her. Ralph Angel comes to see her at the
Hmm.
end. Charlie and Micah come to see her and talk to her. Now we talked about this with COVID, but it feels like they could be setting this up for something major or tragic to happen to Aunt Vi. What do you think about that?
Oh, Lord, no. Oh, Jesus. Don't let anything happen to Aunt Vi, Lord Jesus. Who's going to cuss people out? Who's going to rain on people's parades? Who's going to bring up past stuff that should have been let go 50 years ago if they kill off Aunt Vi? We're not going to have anybody to do that. And so, Calvin, I pray that they do not get rid of Aunt Vi, because Aunt Vi is the tension on the show. You think you're doing all right? Let Aunt Vi see you. Aunt Vi gonna let you know, nah, you ain't doing as good as you think you is. So, she finally just apologized about her whole attitude about Blue. And it took her almost a whole season to do that. And so no, we need Aunt Vi because Aunt Vi provides the tension. She always got something slick to say out her mouth, and we need that. We need the sassy neck snapping aunt, and so that's who Aunt Vi is. So no,
I,
I'm
I
saying keep Aunt Vi around. We need Aunt Vi.
I mean, I agree, but she apologized to Ralph Angel. She's kind of calmed down. She let the beef. Well, it wasn't even really a beef, but she didn't
Right
start a beef with the young lady that tried to get with Hollywood. I mean,
now, you gonna
we'll
hate me for
see.
this. Take Prosper first, but don't take Aunt Vi.
Oh, you so Prosper wasn't even in the episode.
I
Here,
know Prosper.
Prosper catching strays and wasn't even in the episode, bro.
Prosper
How are you?
probably went to Chicago with his daughter. But if you gonna take somebody, you can't take.
You, you've been trying to kill Prosper off ever since last season
I know Prosper
when
was scared of COVID last year. He was.
exactly and you was trying to kill him off. I think it was episode 2. You was like, yeah, I think Prosper going to die of COVID before the season is over.
Prosper was scared to turn on the TV.
Yo, you so wrong. You are so wrong. You are so wrong.
Prosper was like, oh Lord.
Anyway,
Yeah. So no, to answer your question, I hope not because Aunt Vi is detention.
well, anyway, while all of that was going on, Nova clearly has some PTSD behind this,
Yeah.
which
Nova need to get in
we've
therapy.
talked about with Micah, but we haven't talked about it with Nova. But Nova clearly has some PTSD going on. But Nova decides that she's going to go on a road trip, and all of a sudden she catches a hitchhiker. The hitchhiker comes to her house. The ops come to her house. He got
Mm-hmm.
some gumbo in there, and she all smitten because he like she said, can you just drop your job and come over like that? And he like, yeah. I mean, I got some things I could do, but that can wait. And next thing you know, they done hopped in what looks like an old ass Mini Cooper, and they headed down the road, bruh. They headed down the road. Now, while they were down there, did you notice how, of course, he's great in Black History. He got
Mm-hmm.
angry when they were at the plantation, but did you notice how he got the phone call? And she said, "Did you need to answer?" He was like, "No, it was just something I was supposed to turn in today, and I didn't turn it in." Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kind of strange. I don't know, but anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and I will give him this. He put the player move that your boy has tried back in the day, not often, but has tried back in the day where the girl go in for the love, and you be like, not right now, baby. This just ain't the right time. You just went through something traumatic and you're vulnerable right now. And far be it for me to take advantage of you when you're vulnerable. I need you when you're whole. There'll be a time, but right now is not that time. And she was all like, I saw the water running down her leg. She was like,
Right.
oh, oh. Hey, what do you think about their relationship right now?
I'm sorry, Calvin. I never used that. I'm like, if you gonna give it to me, I'll take it right now. I don't care if you mourning or not. I might
You
not
hit the
never get
Love
this chance
Jones.
again.
You hit the Love Jones on him. Nah, baby, you ain't got to hold mine. I
Right, you
need
ain't got
mine
the
right
whole
now.
mine. I need mine right now. What you want? Okay, I know you. I know you hurting. I can help you. I'm hurting too. Anyway, and so in the words of Chuck D, every brother ain't a brother. And just because we see this brother, he know all this. I'm telling you, y'all was wrong about Symphony on the other show. Y'all was wrong about my man Symphony, okay? On Power, all right? On the Canaan. I'm right about old boy on this one. Old boy is the ops. Okay, he's the undercover dude that's coming in, gathering the information, reporting back to his handlers. I bet you he was like he's an on the run panther. If you saw the what was the not the Huey Newton movie? What's the Black Messiah? If you saw the last Messiah or the Black Messiah, I think it was the Black Messiah. If you saw the Black Messiah, you saw that old boy. He was an ops. He was, someone who was arrested. They put him in with the Panthers. All right, I bet you this dude got arrested. They put him in with Nova so he can be kind of like, because he just showed up out of thin blue air. I mean, and I don't care if you can make gumbo or not. I can make gumbo. I go out and get some scrimps and some daggone Eckridge Farm sausage and throw it in with some rice and something, a little water with that, little chicken stock. There you go. Come on, man. Nova, you gotta be wiser than this. This boy, if he gonna turn down the Ponties because you ain't whole, he the ops, yo. That's all you need to know. He can't sleep with you because it would mess up the investigation.
Hey man, she was trying to get the kiss, and he politely turned her down, and it made her want him more. I'm just telling you, bro. I'm just telling you. Hey, all you young men out there, all you single young men out there, try it. Trust me,
Don't do don't do that,
it
bud.
would work.
She lean in, go ahead and have that tongue fight.
No. Now, no, you politely turn it down. Don't be doing this though. She leaning for the kiss. Don't be up. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Just be like, just hold her by her shoulders and be like,
No, you know what
girl,
she gonna think? She
I
gonna think
can't,
you.
not right now.
She gonna think you want a non-binary relationship. Keep on playing in today's age. All right, turn down that kiss. She gonna be like, "Whoa, does he like guys?
I'm
What,
trying to tell you, she will not think that. Trust me. Now, if
no,
you do it more than once, then she might think it. But the first time, she not.
bro?" I know.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
telling
say this. I know this person don't watch all things black. So I knew somebody, man, and he's kind of like he's like Micah's friend. And I knew this young lady that used to date him, and she was like, "Yeah, I one day I was just like laying in the bed, like booty butt ball, just waiting for him, and he declined.
that's different. We not talking about if she naked. Like we not talking about if it's gift wrapped to you. We talking about
Anything,
if you actually have to
anything
sign.
overtly sexual that she did, he was always like, "Now it's not the time." Go ahead, man. Let's keep on going, man. I don't want us to get canceled.
Hey man, so speaking of turning people down, oh man,
Yeah, yo.
the light skinned basketball king, he has this whole thing planned for Charlie. Has Charlie picked up by a driver and flew out somewhere, and it was
Right,
I was did he I was did she get flued out to California because they had the Duke banners there, and Duke is in North Carolina, and
right.
I was kind of confused. I was kind of confused, but anyway, had
Maybe
her
she got
flued
flew out
out.
the dorm.
replicated replicated their dorm in college. Had everything set up, had the little what they had, the pizza and the wine
Got to
coolers.
set it
I
off,
mean,
posted on the
yeah,
wall. Right,
was playing escaping. Every man needs a woman. Was playing some escape in the background. I mean, he had it set up.
right, right.
And he got down on his knee and showed her that rock. And she was like,
No,
nah, son.
no,
she
no,
do
son.
got
I
some
can't. I couldn't do it, son.
she do got some big ass teeth.
I
He's like,
can't.
nah, son. Nah, nah.
This is just not
I'm
right.
running, I'm running for Congress. And he was like, but I can move to New
No.
Orleans. You can move to California.
She's a pretty
She's like,
woman. Let me stop.
it's just not right. It's the listen, I was shocked because we all thought that she had fallen back into Davis and that that was it. That was it. But she chose family because she thinks that this career is going to help her with her family over love, over Davis's love. What do you think about that, man? Were you shocked? Did you expect this?
First of all, Davis went. If Davis went to Duke, we all know Duke players don't make it in the NBA. So I'm trying to think, is this a messed up story? Because we know realistically,
Zion.
Zion barely playing. Calvin, it's been about 3 seasons. The boy ain't made the playoffs, and he probably only played like 10 games.
Well, well, you didn't. You just said didn't make it in the NBA. He's still in. Grant Hill had a
Well,
decent
not make it.
career.
I'm talking about really blow up. I mean, out of the great players that
Oh
they've
yeah,
had,
yeah, yeah. They
Grant
should have been.
Hill
Yeah,
and maybe
but Grant
Kyrie.
Hill didn't
Kyrie's a
blow
little
up like
nutty.
he should have.
He should have, but yeah.
Grant
All
didn't
right,
blow up like he
Kyrie
should have.
maybe Kyrie, maybe.
Uh,
Oh, Jason Tatum.
maybe.
We'll give Jason. No, Jason Tatum. When you went to no, he went to Duke or he went to UNC,
Yeah,
one or the other. But anyway, nonetheless, I think Charlie playing a dangerous game because Davis, he still got them little breezies on, in the cell phone, and so you turning him down. This is a dude that was in the league. He got this ego. He all in love with you. He didn't flew you out, and he got on his knees, and you basically was like, nah, yo, it ain't the time, and you know, I think this might push Davis kind of like his eyes somewhere else. Although he said that bull, that you the only one I want, and I'll be patient and whatnot. But you do have to deal with this. That Davis, she told you, nah, yo, nah, let's just let's just stay friends, and I gotta do my thing. You keep doing your thing, and I think that opens up Davis to, those little breezies that he was messing with back in the day.
yeah. This might be the last time we see Davis. There's really not a reason for him to come back to
Yeah,
the
while you're
shows.
around, Davis, what you
Yeah,
doing? Go
it's
coach
really
Candace Parker and try to win a WNBA championship.
he can't even coach Candace. Candace is in Chicago now and
Oh, that's right.
just won the WNBA title. They just won a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago.
go coach NECA Agumake and
Neka
yeah,
still plays for LA. She
right.
still plays for LA.
Yeah, go
But
coach her.
yeah, man.
Kenny
This might
Fuller.
be the last time we see Davis. So I
Right.
don't know, man. She turned him down. I was shocked. I didn't think that she had that in her, but she definitely did. So she's serious about this run for
But
Congress.
all jokes aside, though, I think it's wise for her because she knows this next level that she's trying to get into is going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of her devotion. And to build up a relationship of what they need to do, they do need to not have a lot of distractions. And so it's admirable that she wants to do this. But, I think his reaction, I'm concerned about his ego, the male ego. And, Davis is a prideful person. And, this could open the door for him to, have the wandering eye or disappear for a season and go work on his beard. I have to admit, Davis has the toughest beard game. His hair grows right in here, Calvin. I can't get my hair to grow up in here. It's like a whole thing. I'm like, yo, Davis, your Beijing game and your beer game is tight, son. Keep it going.
Well, that's because when he used to kiss Charlie, she used to gnaw the follicles. She would gnaw the follicles out
That's
there,
how I
so
grew.
it was just it would just grow. Hey man, but you're right. So when you're in that, I mean, local politics is one thing, but when you start getting into
Yeah,
national politics, it's like selling your soul to the devil, and you have to
definitely,
dedicate yourself to that. And if you don't already have that relationship established, you can't start bringing it on new because it's too much of a distraction. I also
definitely.
agree with you about Davis's ego because he really did have that look like I'm not used to being told no, especially
Right,
not by you when
right,
I didn't do anything. She was definitely telling him no when he was cheating and lying, but he got back in. So, yeah, I wonder how he's going to handle that. So,
right.
I guess we'll see. It looks like next episode,
My
they
boy
having the
Blue,
baby, and
my
it's the
boy Blue.
return of Blue. It's the return of DC Blue. DC going to be like, pop, pop. Can we have some chicken? He gonna be like, yeah, son, we can get some chicken. All right, can we have some mambo sauce with that too? What the hell is mambo sauce?
Right. He gonna be like, look, young. Let's get this bumbo sauce. Let's get this Jay cranking, yo. Y'all saying, y'all yeah.
Hey Joe, we're gonna play
Yeah,
that go
hey Joe.
go.
We gonna play that go
Who
go.
who who got that Chuck Brown pop? Pop, you got that Chuck Brown? Hey man, so we'll see next week, and we
Yeah.
will be back here to discuss it. This next week will probably be a recorded episode, but it will
Yes.
be episode 9 of Queen Sugar. We want to thank you all for joining us for
Yes.
this live episode of Queen Sugar. And once again, this is All Things Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin. He's Garland. That's my winning ass championship belt, y'all. And we'll see y'all the next time. We'll see you on Monday when we do episode 3 of Insecure. And that will also be a live broadcast.
Yeah.
All right, Garland. Have a
All
good one,
right.
sir.
Everybody have a good weekend.